Yes, hi there, and I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And these comments, I'm just going to use your initials, ZK, and let's take a look at your situation. So, you live in Africa and the Ivory Coast. I saw your videos on YouTube. I saw your website. I'm going to the UK in June. I applied for a postgraduate program in marketing, great major. You say I took the TOEFL IBT test 2 months ago and I got 64. English is not my native language, it's French. And honestly, I didn't studied a lot for the test because I was lost and didn't know how to study. The course I'm applying for require a TOEFL IBT with a score 92. I'm planning to pass the test again in exactly 1 month and 20 days because there is a deadline for the application. Do you think it's possible to get 92 in 1 month as my score was 64 2 months ago? I'm going to say no, probably not. To be honest with you, you're probably looking at about 3 to 5 months for you to reach your goal. I have taught quite a few students from your country and from French who speak French, and you will have a very heavy non-native speaker accent, so it's going to take some time for you to improve your intelligibility and your speaking of American English. Not going to be easy. You can do it, and not just American English, but English in general. So you have to overcome some of those speaking proficiencies, and I can tell just by your email here, for example, in this particular sentence, you're having some problems with sentence structure and sentence formation. For example, you say, I'm planning to pass the test, but you want to say, I am planning to pass a test, and you probably need to use a period after 92, or you might say something like, the course I'm applying for requires a TOEFL IBT score 92, and then you might say, so I am planning to pass a test. So you have a lot of grammatical and word choice issues I can see in this particular email, and you probably have a lot of problems with your speaking. So I think 1 month and 20 days is probably not enough time for you to solve all of your problems. So in fact, I'll share a quick story with you. I just talked with a student, or I just wrote a comment to a student on my YouTube channel, and she discovered that it was much better for her to study in smaller blocks of time over a longer period of time to learn information, instead of trying to study, for example, 8 or 9 hours in a day with no breaks at all. So she found out it's better, instead of doing 8 or 9 hours in one day, it's probably better to do 2 or 3 hours each day over a period of 3 or 4 days, even with breaks after every hour of study. She found out that was more effective for her in terms of studies. So she's learned 2 things: patience and also focus. And I think that's one of the things that you're going to have to get used to right now is patience. You can reach your goal, but probably, in the time period that you have, is probably not reasonable for you to try to improve so much in such a short time. Okay, here's my recommendation right now. I'm over at my website. I'm going to go over to the web page on IBT study guides and show you something right now. Probably the best study guide for you right now, and this is probably not enough time, but based on your first language, based on your current score, based on the goals that you've set, I recommend my 90-day TOEFL study guide. That's the one. You can click on it to learn more about it. And in addition to my 90-day study guide, here are my recommendations for you. I recommend 3 basic things. Number 1, get in the habit of reading on a regular basis. You can read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. This is all really, really beneficial for you. Number 2, spend about the same amount of time each day, maybe 45 to 60 minutes, practicing listening. And nothing from a TOEFL book. You can watch TV. You can spend time watching news programs, documentary programs, history, and maybe even science programs. I think that would be really beneficial. Now, there's two things you can do as you're practicing your reading and your listening. Focus on note-taking. In either case is very important for TOEFL. Focus on the main and the most important supporting points of the reading and the listening passages that you're listening to. And then using your notes, you can practice orally summarizing that information, or you can practice writing summaries of that information, and that's going to help get you used to the integrated speaking and integrated writing proficiencies of the exam. So that would be my recommendations really in those areas. So if you do that, and then maybe you spend about 2 hours a day for 90 days, at my online TOEFL course, that's going to give you some really good practice with vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, also reading, writing, and speaking areas. So it's really a three area attack that you have to do in your preparation. So if you're patient and you follow these guidelines, you will be able to make progress. All right, anyway, good luck to you. Thank you for your comments again, and let me know what you want to do. I'd love to have you as one of my students. Remember that once you're one of my students, you can post your pronunciation, speaking, and writing practice tests online. I will give you feedback to help you improve. All right.